My Colombo HIF Cloud experience first started the moment I received an email confirming I'd been accepted into the HIF Cloud program. My initial thoughts were excitement, surprise, anticipation, along with my preconceived notions of what China and the experience would be. Never been to China before, and in all honesty, not knowing an in-depth knowledge of the internal workings, traditions, and cultural values. Naturally, I had a number of preconceived notions of what these would be and how I'd react. Of course, I was wrong, and over the course of the program, experiences were had, bonds were made, and many notions were reformed. First touching down and finding my feet in the urban jungle of Hong Kong, my initial thoughts and feelings were processing the sheer size and scale, the condensed stacked living, the fast pace at which the city moved, and acquainting myself with the customs of the land. After our first short stay and some brief prototyping, seeing the sights and meeting our business and uni partners, we moved on to enter mainland China. Crossing the border and entering the mainland and travelling up to Beijing felt like simultaneously stepping forward and backwards in time in one step, encountering the firewall and limited freedom of information with extraordinarily strong cultural values. While in contrast, there are amazing advancements and technology-driven nation, with no surprise why they are considered an economic and technological superpower of the world. Jumping an overnight train back to Shenzhen, I realised firsthand why it had been nicknamed the Silicon Valley of hardware, with a huge emphasis on prototyping, developing and incubating startups. The city deeply surprised me, debunking my conceived notion that Chinese cities are condensed and congested. After finding the lay of the land in the city, we made some real headway in developing our project. Working at X Factory Incubation Centre was an enlightening experience, accompanied by the exposure to the maker community was quite inspirational, with the speed and flexibility that projects are developed. The interdisciplinary aspect of our group brought together minds at a crossroads in a number of occasions, challenging both the project and my personal views. Bringing together the conflicting views of 2 art students and 2 industrial designers was a challenge given we had no technical skill-based professionals. But we overcame this, relying heavily on the native speaker's ability to navigate and utilise local supply lines. In reflection over the course of working on the road alongside other disciplines in a foreign land came with a number of challenges. It was through these challenges I had the experience I did, gained this perspective I now have, understanding more around the balance of design process, the core values around the complexities of Chinese culture, the raw natural beauty of their land, all while making some pretty amazing friendships along the way.